So here's the deal. Yeah, baby. Now we're talking. He's like, how you doing? That is so funny. I've never had anybody laugh so hard. That's great. He's a stripper. He's a male stripper. Is that not PC? Am I going to go to J&J jail for saying that? Don't put me in J&J jail. All right, so here's the deal. This is important, people. Generation Jones. Who is that? Who said that? Where are you? Oh, hi, Boomer. Did you respond? Oh, no, you're one of my people. You guys, isn't it awesome? My two Gen Jonesers back there. These are our number 3. We're growing. There are people, our people. Because people are, they are. I would hug the screen if it was lower. They're my people. Here's the deal. When everybody was describing generation, like boomers, I'm like, I can't relate to all the Woodstock and, the Beatles, like all the common stuff. I couldn't do that. I was like 3 months old when the Beatles came out. My older cousins were of that era, right? I'm 51. It's like, 60, 65, right? My upbringing wasn't that. My upbringing were like, the Brady Bunch, right? Easy bake ovens, Pong. Boop. 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 And that was like advanced. All right. So I'd look at that stuff and I'm like, I didn't get it. Then Gen X, I'm like, okay, whatever. I like grunge rock, but okay. But, all the stuff that went on with them. Couldn't relate to it. Then Generation Jones came along. You can go to my website. You can Google Generation Jones. There's all kinds of free information about it. Everything about it that I read was like, oh my gosh, it's my people. Like I literally had that, my people. That I don't have the time today to go into all the details about it because I'm here for 1 hour, and a lot of times this particular presentation is closer to 2. But I will just tell you, for those of you who felt like you've had an identity crisis and haven't been able to relate to, because I was born in '64, right? So I'm considered either like a really young boomer or like a really old Gen Xer. I'm right on the cusp. So I'm just letting you Gen Jones people know. This is a big one. Most people in the workforce think that the biggest dissension, head clashing, head butting that goes on are between millennials, also known as Gen Y. It's the same generation, 2 different names, and the boomers. And that's not true, because they typically have one or the other at home, right? Don't they? Well, hello, millennials didn't just hatch from pods in the bottom of a pool, right? They were created. Boomers created them, and now boomers are paying for it, okay? So there's your karma. And I'm a millennial lover, but I always have to laugh when I get a whole bunch of middle to senior managers who are like, the millennial, and I'm like, yeah, but it's different when it's your 23-year-old. Your 23-year-old's at another company driving their manager nuts. It's just different when it's your when it's someone else's 23-year-old. And they're like, oh yeah, I didn't look at it that way.